Hello, YouTube world. On this week's episode, we drink Mo Pastries Mo Problems from Weathered Souls. We go over Mat Fraser's big haul in the CrossFit world. Cardio for mosh pits coming up from my big gut. And then we talk about hitting different muscle groups and how to obtain them through like changing different directions in your arms and pulls and whatnot. Enjoy.
It's rolling.
All right, dude. So, welcome back to the trailer park. I don't know. This is what this kind of looks like. I love it, dude. It may not look the best, but it's more comfortable.
It is more comfortable.
So it's like the old school, like 80s Cadillac, like that our grandpas and dads used to drive that looked like shit to me, but you got in and you were like, oh, wow. I see why you got this. It's a couch on wheels. This is a couch on podcast. Couch on YouTube, whatever.
These lazy boys are very comfortable.
Oh, extremely.
They're comfortable as hell.
I know I've told you the story about how I saw every old man, like all my friends' old man, had like a lazy boy. So in my mind, I thought if you had a lazy boy, you'd made it.
You done did something in life.
Yeah, like really, truly, that's the way I thought. And so when I got mine, I guess 2-3 years ago, it was like a proud moment for me.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit, I have one. I don't know if it was the age mentally that I got to.
You are getting old now.
Yeah.
You are getting old.
But it's extremely cool to have one, I think. And if you don't have one, you're really fucking up.
Yeah.
Because it is a incredible piece of lounging machinery. I don't know.
These bad boys are old too.
Oh, and they just get better.
They more comfortable now than the day I bought them.
Like a fine wine.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Like old beat up person.
I am very, very excited about this one. Now, I bring beer sometimes to show you that I'm like giddy about. But this one, I've had it sitting in my refrigerator or your refrigerator since like May. And this damn beer is incredible. And I just can't wait to share it with you. And fucking shout out to Weathered Souls Brewery out of San Antonio, Texas. Hopefully there's not like a dud in that one because I've had it before.
Yeah.
Hopefully that particular can isn't an abomination, but...
Mo Pastries Mo Problems.
Read the side of that and just tell people what's in this damn thing.
Imperial Stout blended with barrel-aged stout, Oreos, marshmallows, brownie barrel, cocoa nibs, coconut, and vanilla beans.
Dude.
By the way, it's 13% too.
Oh.
So.
Cool story.
I can't wait to taste this.
So one of the guys that I highly respect.
Fucking Oreos.
Yes, I highly respect. Said that is one of the only fucking breweries with stout-wise that everything that you read, they mix it well. Like you don't have like something that just overshines everything else.
Right.
Like if it says vanilla, but
it tastes vanilla.
That's all you taste is vanilla, but all those other flavors are supposed to be there. That's nobody want. I don't want that.
Right.
I hate when one particular flavor.
How are we gonna do this?
I'll let you do it because I'm gonna keep talking. I hate how one particular flavor just God damn, that's like just black. But I hate when one flavor just overtakes the entire beer. Instead of you getting like what it says, you just get this like vanilla extract that overpowers everything in it. Yeah, it's unacceptable. I really, dude. I know this one might need to warm up, but who cares? I'm excited for you to try it. Like, I'm just gonna sit here and watch you like a creep.
I'm used to it.
I'm not lying when I say that this is one of the best beers I've ever had. And hopefully it tastes the same out of this can as it did out of the last one I had it out of.
You could definitely smell the barrel aged in it.
Yes.
But it's not very strong.
I can smell it in the room already. I'm not entirely sure you should be just drinking it right off of a can, but why not? What are you getting out of this thing?
That brownie barrel, batter, marshmallow. I can't tell if that's the Oreo or the vanilla bean.
Jesus. Is there a smile on my face? Because goddamn.
But I can tell you what.
That's really good. It needs to warm up a bit.
This is a great.
That's out of Texas.
This is a great stout.
I'm so proud of Texas right now.
Man.
Yeah, I'm going to let mine warm a little bit because those flavors will start to come out. I actually had this. So I had it the other week. They cracked one at the local water hole. And then they had a special edition one of this beer aged in wild turkey. Then they pulled it out of that and aged it in another different whiskey.
Uh-huh.
And it was really good. You have to respect all the flavor in it. But I was talking to the guy behind the bar, and I was like, I think I like the original better. Yeah. And he agreed. He's like, dude, there's just something about these flavors that you didn't need to go any further. It was still just as cool drinking like this ultra rare. I think that bottle honestly sells for like over $300. Is this special edition one? Like you have to be a part of their club in order to get a hold of these. So if you're not part of the club, you can't. And it's a limited run every time.
You're lucky just to try it.
So if you get to try it, yeah. So if you do really want one from one of the guys in this club, you gotta dude, you gotta sell your kidney or something, So
might give him a little.
Yeah. Randomly though, a guy that belongs to that club is like a staple at the bar I go to out there. And so he just brings it in and wants to share it with people, and you're like, well,
that's great.
I can't say no. So we got a few topics. Now I know tomorrow is 9/11. Mm-hmm. This won't air tomorrow because we're running a few ahead of schedule. Mm-hmm. But I just wanted to say, never forget, yada, 100%. Not yada yada, but everything that comes with that.
Yeah.
Those two words.
Except for all you conspiracy theorists.
Yeah.
That say the planes never hit them fucking things, even though they got thousands of eyewitnesses. But
oh man, yeah.
We ain't getting all that deep off, because man.
But yeah, just hats off, respect to everything that's included in that statement. That's a very heavy, heavy two words. I don't want to bring the whole thing down, but you got to fucking mention it.
What's the comedian John? Is it John Stewart? He's still fighting for those
for the
first responders, trying to get what they deserve for the shit they were exposed to, and all the asbestos that was in that building that them guys breathed for months on end. But
dude, and not just a lot of that shit. Like it wasn't like a little bit of on your arm. I mean, they were breathing it, moving around in it. So, with the risk of bringing the mood down, just wanted to state that.
Yep.
Let's get into some. Oh, well, while I'm looking it up, dude, we got a new king as of this morning in England. Not we have a new king, but I mean, look, I could care less.
We ain't got a king of shit.
But look, I could care less. But this is the first time in our lifetime where like royalty has moved on to the next person down the line. I thought it was kind of cool. You're like, it happened this morning. I guess they crowned him. And
all the memes about him to say
it was great.
The first time he wakes up in 73 years and actually got to go to work.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking phenomenal.
But it was just cool. Like in our lifetime now, we can actually see that. Like
that old bird, she kicked the bucket. Now somebody else's.
I mean, dude, she's been holding it down for like fucking 70 years.
Dude, she's 96 years old.
Yeah. You see
they
the one
thought she wasn't gonna fucking die.
You see the one with Betty White where it was like another win for the United States. Like Betty White lasted 1 year longer than her. It just made me laugh.
Betty White was a gangster, though.
Yes, she was. Let's go through a quick topic real quick. CrossFit people. Mm-hmm. You were in the CrossFit realm for a little bit. Mm-hmm. You know some of the names. Mat Fraser. It's like Razor, but Fraser. Okay. I never can say it right. So he has hard work pays off, his little thing. He trained that Mal O'Brien girl, was she 18? Coached her up to second place this year in the games. Well, he just pulled in a big crop of big talent into that this year. Like, just released yesterday.
So, Katrin, he's going to be coaching?
Yeah, well, Katrin Davis' daughter, who's been she won first place twice. I think it was Amanda Barnhart, who's like top 10 any given year. And then a few others, like really big names just off the top of my head. I can't remember. But dude, like 3 of them are from Comp Train, like Ben Bergeron. From his, this is like he trained Katrin.
Okay.
When she won those 2 years.
Okay.
He was one of the first coaches for Fraser.
Okay.
So I mean, this dude has one of the biggest things. Well, everybody that basically came from that crop came from that camp. So it's a big deal in the CrossFit realm. It's pretty wild to see, like, I guess, like, everybody leaving the Bulls and going to the Lakers or something, you know? You're like, whoa, what just happened here?
But I thought I had saw a podcast with him, and he said whenever he's done, you know, he wasn't going to open no gym. He wasn't going to be a coach, wasn't going to do all that. But it looked like he's doing it.
Well, from the little bit that I read, I think that the only reason why Mal O'Brien was going to come to him was because she was going to get one-on-one coaching. And so all these people are like...
But didn't he do Menendez?
I think he showed up for a little bit, and he just kind of gave him a little bit of coach. It wasn't like his permanent coach.
I thought,
Sam Quant just went... Who's the one other... There was another guy that won 7th this year that he coached him and Mal and him a lot this year. But... Mendoza, the number 1 guy.
Yeah.
I think he kind of came in for like a little 3 weeks or, you know, just in the off season, kind of trying to pick the brain of the great, you know?
Yeah, because for some reason I thought that
yeah, I think a lot of people did.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so Mal was like, I'll only come apparently if I'm one-on-one with you. Like, I don't want you coaching like up 8 people or something like that, you know, at the same time. So apparently with this big haul, I think a lot of these people are going to be remote coached by Fraser. I guess has like 2 like legit fucking coaches on staff now. Like he's building this little empire, you know. Good for him.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to see this dude.
Old Froning done built the blueprint on what they do.
On how to make one of the biggest CrossFit gyms, how to be represented by Reebok, how to
hopefully Fraser, I mean, no matter what Fraser does, he's going to do good. I mean, the son of a bitch is a
educated man, too. I mean, he's got a degree in, like, engineering and shit. Like, he's not...
Both his parents were Olympians. I mean, it's in his blood. I mean, he's not going to fail.
If you have no idea who we're talking about, just look this dude up. I mean, he's a... If you think CrossFit is just, like, the fish out of water pull-ups and these different things...
It is dumb, though.
You can say that, and I get the point, but you have to respect this dude's just like athleticism all around. Yeah. Being able to pick up heavy things, being able to move fast, being able to do gymnastics and Olympic lifting, and it's just a whole broad testing that this dude just can somewhat do. Triathlon. I mean, you may not be the best, but it's pretty damn cool to see somebody be really
good at all.
Really fucking good at a lot of things, and then also win at certain things too.
Yeah.
So. I'm excited to see where that goes. I'm going to take a sip out of this beer real quick because it's warmed up. Let me know if it's... Yeah, I told you it's going to open up, dude. It's going to open up.
I'm getting more of the sweetness coming out of it now.
So, it's one of those things where, like, dude, can we come up with, like, the next thing in filming and where you could push a smell through technology-wise and smell this?
To me, the temperature taste profile changed a little bit, but
I get a little more of the barrel now.
Yeah.
But those Oreos are shining. Now, I never finish, for the most part, what you pour me.
You're going to finish that.
Yeah, we're finishing that today. Let's get into some gym shit.
Okay.
I had a problem writing this down, like how to phrase it, and so I'm gonna have to explain it to you. Let me see if this comes out right. How do you work out the entire muscle group you're trying to hit that day? Now, by that, let's say you're doing let's pick something easy, bis and tris or something like that.
Okay.
How many exercises do you do? How do you focus in on that particular area and make sure you hit it? So let's focus on like bis and tris, or is back easier? What's an easier muscle group for you to explain on how you would attack and make sure you encompass every area of that, like, you know, whether it's turning your arm a little bit or pulling in a certain direction?
So I would say Most people, when they set it up, they would try to set it up where your muscle is working in the full range of the muscle.
Mm-hmm.
So different exercises for that muscle group will hit it in a different way. So you might have fully extended muscle.
Okay.
Where it might not be as strong, but you want to work the fully extended. Then you might want to do an exercise where the muscle is not fully extended, a little shorter, and work it through that range of motion. So let's say biceps.
Would that be like the 21s in biceps?
No, that's just dumb.
But I mean, is that kind of like your...
Kind of, sort of, you're doing your full range where you're getting your whole.
Uh-huh.
Then you're doing that half shit.
Yeah.
Then you're doing the other half.
Yeah. I always found those to be like cardio.
Yeah, it's... So let's say standing up biceps.
Okay.
Okay, standing curls.
Gotcha.
You're working through the full range, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you're going to do like a seated incline dumbbell where your arm is behind you.
Yeah.
It's a little more fully extended. Now, you can't go as heavy, but as long as you don't move that arm,
now, why is it more fully
position.
Extended if you're in a standing position? Isn't that already... Gravity's pulling that straight down. That's already fully.
Well, this way is behind your body.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that everybody was grasping that
because
it's going to be
you're at an angle.
Yeah.
And your arm is hanging down, so it's more lengthened than if you would just be standing straight up.
Yeah. So that's how you would do it. You're just looking to get the full range and every aspect of a muscle range.
Yeah. So bicep 2 heads, tricep 3 heads. So technically, you want to pick exercises that targets different muscles of that muscle group.
Now, how do you hit both heads of the bicep? We won't go through tricep, but is that like say like a hammer curl and then
different grip?
Yeah,
hammer curl, that's gonna hit your brachialis or whatever that is. That's that little outside.
Oh.
Knob. Yeah, that in your forearm right here.
Yeah. The whack off muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just found, like, I kind of knew most of that, but it's like, it's always interesting when I'm at the gym and you see people trying to do all these movements to find different ways, and especially some of these influencers posting weird shit, and you're like, dude,
it's hard.
That's just pretty looking workout. That ain't a workout.
It's hard to try to pick movements that's not hitting the same thing.
Yes.
And that's once you realize that this movement is this, and this all do the same thing. Mm-hmm. I don't have to do all 3 of those because I'm just done taxed that one.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I'm trying to fashion a buys and tries day a little bit better. Like this past week, I did 2 movements just testing it, but I went like hard. Like I spent more time on the standing curls than I normally did. And then, went over to did a little bit more on the triceps than I normally did. And then switched to a different, then I went to the cable or whatever. And man, I walked out of there like barely able to move my arms with just 2 different types of movements for each. So I'm trying to figure out a better way to hit some of that a little different. Yeah. Which I need to sit down with you and fucking ask some questions.
Before you leave, I'm gonna give you that encyclopedia that got all the exercises broke down. And
God, I was like, I gotta read an encyclopedia.
Nah, they got pictures.
The IHOP version.
Yeah, this movement hits this muscle.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot that I think in the beginning, just doing curls, you're like, okay, but then you reach a plateau, and then you got to switch it up. Rep schemes change. Lighten the load, heavier the load. So, changing just a little direction of how you're holding something, grip up a little bit. Man, it's
crazy.
Yeah,
arms.
I like it, but
arms, you shouldn't. I'm not gonna say you shouldn't go heavy. I feel it way more on the 10+ reps versus 8 and below.
See, I never do anything below 10, and I learned that from you.
Yeah. I feel it way more in my arm.
When I'm over there curling those 60s, never below 10.
Nah, you got to do at least 12 of them.
Yeah. Maybe when I get the hundreds, I'll do 8 of those.
Yeah. But other than that, you got to keep it up.
Everybody around me, I think, would understand. You're like, dude, he's got the fucking hundreds. Yeah. 8's pretty good.
Yeah, he's blowing it out.
Dude, could you imagine like curling at 8, like hundreds?
No.
Like what kind of size arm do you have to possess to do such a thing?
I don't know if I would. I don't know why somebody would even try that.
But what if you're at the point?
Like, I would just be too scared a 10 and would just tear off.
But what if you're so big and like strong that you have to use hundreds to get to sets of 10s and 12s?
Man, I don't know.
Like I was grabbing up the 80s, but I kept going to like 25 on each arm. What, like the Mountain or Brian Shaw? Like what are these guys? You know, if they were to get into the bodybuilding world, where do they start at? You know,
I think they'd have to tone it down.
Put a keg in each arm.
They would just have to tone it down. I mean, they straight up strength. That's all they worried about.
The Mountain right now is looking shredded.
Dude, he lost all that weight. The son bitch looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
Eddie Hall, he's still big, but I mean, at what he was like 315, and he had that big old 6-pack. But I mean, he's just built totally different than the Mountain. The Mountain looks.
Yeah.
He looks healthy.
Yeah, it probably maybe calm down on the juice a little bit.
No.
I love that.
I'm just pretty sure he stopped eating 10,000 calories a day.
I listened to Rogan, and he was like, man, there's just some Viking specimens out there, you know, like the guy, the Mountain, you know, he's huge. I'm like, dude, the guy is fucking juice. Now, the dude puts in the work and all. Nobody's taking it. But that's not like what the Vikings look like. You know, they weren't walking around like the fucking Mountain all day. They couldn't got all that food in. Could you imagine trying to get 10,000 calories in a day back in like, what, the 1500s, 1600s?
Yeah, they ain't no way.
Yeah, those people weren't that
big.
They
were big structurally.
Yeah.
But they wasn't walking around 400 pounds.
Yeah, I mean.
I wouldn't believe
that's a modern feat. Like, we're only able to do that because, like, the human race right now isn't in starvation mode for the most part. There's people hungry, yes, but we have a plethora of food now. Like, I can eat 4,000 calories a day right now. You know, maybe in the 30s, you're like, damn, dude, like, I'd be happy with, like, a sandwich and some soup or something. Yeah. But,
soup and bread.
Yeah, like, dude, you have to realize this man is eating a normal amount of food.
They eat 2,000 calories a day.
Also getting the proper amount of sleep, I'm sure. Yeah. Like, all the, you know, hot and cold and everything. He's probably doing everything right. So, yeah.
Man, we got a dude at the other gym.
Roman?
Yeah. That looks like Thor.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like him. He's a big old tall structural guy. He's probably about 6'5". He looks like Thor.
Oh yeah.
He looks like him. Like he could be a stunt double, a body double. I mean, he resembles Thor. He's not as jacked as he is, but he's a big fucking dude.
Yeah. You need to start throwing some shit in his soup.
Yeah, I might have to go check him one day.
I think you should. Wear one of our shirts and video it.
Like, what's up, bro?
Yeah. You want to do the Are we
So I forgot the sponsor, but you keep talking. Like, seriously, rookie mistake. I forgot the sponsor.
Oh, that's all right.
Let me go get it.
What can I talk about? Well, I guess I could go over this beer. This is a kilos and ounces thing. So I let it warm up. I guess like the barrel age is starting to come out a little bit. Starting to smell a little bit more of the Oreo. And yes, I can taste the barrel age and I can taste the Oreo. Since we're sitting here, like and follow us. We would like to hear from you as well. So comment below. Don't text me. Don't message me on my Instagram. I would like you to comment in the comment section below. We're having a little tutorial on how to comment on one of our videos. Hey, look at you. Hey, was this pump cover? Was that a pump cover?
Yes, I wore a pump cover today. I wanted to see what everybody was raving about these fucking pump covers.
Oh, yeah. I had to go over the comment section while you were gone.
They still don't comment.
No, I still get text messaged.
Start blocking them.
Yeah.
Tell them the only way you contact me.
Well, that's basically what I said. Oh, Scorching.
Today's sponsor brought to you by Pringles.
I don't think we've done this one.
I honestly don't think we have either.
Which is amazing.
These are Scorching chili and lime. So let's see how these bad boys taste. Have you tried these before?
I don't believe so.
Probably not.
I don't believe so. I also went over that the barrel age is coming out a little bit. You're starting to taste that Oreo and that barrel flavor of that beer. God damn. That spice went down the wrong way.
Use that barrel age. Go ahead.
No, man, that went down the wrong tube. That red spray on there went down the wrong way. Oh, that's an excellent chip. That's really good. All right. Now, cardio. Now, I may step on some toes here because I see y'all's stories on Instagram and I see the people at the gym doing my cardio at the end of the workout. Doing my cardio before I start the workout. Coach got me doing cardio. This is cardio. And they zoom in on the treadmill. And they are walking a brisk 0.5 mile an hour. Is that cardio? Because you used to walk at the end of every workout as your little cardio to burn some extra calories. That just doesn't strike me as cardio, though. I think y'all they're really pushing the limit of that word.
Nah, it also depends on what their coach has them doing, though. So if they listening to their coach, I'm sure that might be a reason. But in my opinion,
can we just use a better word? I would rather hear you say burning some extra calories than like, man.
So that
coach got me doing cardio.
There's a huge difference. I like saying I'm doing cardio because it pisses certain people off in my life.
Funny.
But I'm mainly doing it just to burn extra calories.
That
is it. I'm not fucking jogging. I'm not doing nothing for my heart.
Yeah.
I'm not getting my heart rate up.
Yeah.
If I'm on a treadmill doing my said cardio, I'm walking at like 2.8, maybe 3 miles an hour on an incline.
Well, that's moving. I mean, if you're...
But to me, my heart rate's not up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you put it in an incline, you can... Yeah, 3 miles an hour, that's...
If you put that incline maxed out...
That's like...
Yes.
20-minute mile, 18-minute mile.
Yeah.
Like
3 miles an hour is a 20-minute mile.
Yeah. Man. I only... Oh, you going to say something?
No, I'm just saying, I mean, but...
So can we agree it's not cardio? So I can lay this to rest?
Yes, because unless your heart rate is at, what it is, 80%
Coach been having me do some cardio.
My cardio every day is coming home and going walk for 30 minutes.
And that's great.
That's it.
But it's funny, like the word cardio to me and just like the pace, I walk faster through a grocery store with a shopping cart than what I see these people in these videos doing.
But I think they've been using the word cardio for so long because unless you have your heart rate up, it's really not fucking cardio.
Now, I brought all this up to say that I'm going to have to start doing cardio.
Why?
Now.
Getting too fat?
Well, I am the heaviest I think I've ever been right now, and this is on purpose. So if you see me and I got like a triple chin and I got a slight gut, I am eating for 2 to 3 people right now. I am determined this winter to hit some big fucking numbers.
Why don't you wait
and squats
until next year till we do the 12-week challenge? Then jump in on that big boy.
Well, I mean, I'll do the 12-week challenge with you.
But that's what I'm saying. Keep getting fatter.
Oh, yeah.
Until the 12-week challenge.
Well, this is going to be... I'm not going to try and, like, get nasty fat. You know,
why not?
I do want to keep my heart somewhat pristine. But, yeah, I'm going to try and put on the weight. But I have an issue. It's metal band season for Houston, Texas area. And I've got tickets to a couple of...
Gotta go throw them elbows, huh?
So the last time I was in a mosh pit, I went to a band called Demon Hunter. And I spent no exaggeration, an hour and like 20 minutes in the mosh pit without getting out. Like, was just like, like I would have to like walk forward a little bit, like catch my breath, and then back up into it, like, oh. And I realized, man, my cardio was a little shot. So this whole week, it's a mile. I'm like going to jog / run a mile every day for a couple of weeks until I go to that concert. And then I got another concert in October. Lamb of God's coming with some other really good metal bands. And by that time, I should be in peak mosh pit form.
So here's a thought. Just a thought.
Or do you think I should just get bigger and bigger to where I can just destroy people?
No. Here's a thought, because I enjoy concerts myself. Why not just sit back and enjoy the concert?
That's not what you do at metal concerts. You show up to destroy your surroundings. You lay waste to other humans. You go in there with an agreement. Now, it's not written down. It's not even discussed, or there's no handshake.
Who in their right mind wants to go do that shit?
Me and probably about 100 other people are going to be in these pits. And
so 100 out of a few thousand.
Now, these bands, Demon Hunter ain't that big. They ain't selling no. There ain't going to be no. Not a lot of people going to be at this thing. But.
So 100 out of 500?
Yeah, more like that.
Okay.
Maybe 50 out of 5. Yeah.
So the women sit in the back and watch the...
Oh, I'm so glad you brought that up.
They didn't have a woman in there.
I'm so glad you brought that up. So I'm discussing this last night.
She's a big dude?
No. I'm discussing this last night about being in a mosh pit with Chatty. Mm-hmm. Otis is out of town. So I was like, Chatty, let's go up to the saucer and just hang out, have a chat. So up there talking, and I bring this up. Like, yeah, man, I got to get my cardio up for the mosh pit. Got to get cardio up for my mosh pit. Well, one of the ladies that works there overhears us talking about mosh pits. She's like, well, yeah, I went to the Dropkick Murphys, and I was like, damn, you get punched in the face. Like, Dropkick Murphys are notorious, or Flogging Molly is the one that's more notorious. But some of these mosh pits get a little too much. Like, they start throwing their hands around, like trying to like swing and shit. Like, that's not what I'm talking about. But she was like,
taking a nuts will change that.
Oh yeah. But she was like, yeah, I was out there just trying to get lit up, like trying to get hit. Somebody hit me, and I'm like, oh my God.
Why did somebody not just punch a square in the chest?
The thing of it is, she was like, everybody was just nice when they saw me, like wouldn't run in. I'm like, yeah, because you're a fucking woman. I was like, dude, I have seen women, trying to be one of the boys and get out there in that mosh pit and get like
equality, bro, equality.
Exactly that. Imagine like being in Spain during the bull run. And like some little 8-year-old boy is running for his life, and one of them bulls just boom sends him into eternity with Jesus. That's what happens. I'm like, I looked at her straight in the face. I was like,
why?
Are you an idiot?
Yeah.
Like,
why?
You're not gonna get hit. Look, I'm 232 right now.
And a little 120-pound girl want to say,
dude,
hit me. Yeah.
If I'm coming around crazy. The bend in this circle pit, and you're there, and there's like 4 guys behind me, like, because you're shoving. Somebody's shoving me, and I can't hit the brakes. Dude,
that's going to hurt a little
First off, you're going to take a little bit of flight. Then when you come back to Earth, you're going to land. That's not going to be comfortable.
Concrete.
And then the trampling starts. And then I don't want to fall, so of course I'm just going to stomp all over. Like, I just looked at her square in the face. I was like, dude, you're an idiot. Like, you're going to meet somebody that's in there that's a bona fide psychopath
that don't care.
That's been waiting for this day to kill somebody, and he's going to just run you over. Like, wow.
Hit a little woman.
I've seen a few of them jump in the pit, and I make a note immediately. Like, there's somebody in here that does not belong. Don't run them over. But yes, cardio needs to go up. My eyesight might need to get a little bit better because women might be jumping in the circle pit, so I need to eat some carrots.
Mm-hmm. I'll go to the eye doctor, possibly get a script.
Carrots. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to start doing a little bit of cardio. But also, like I said, gaining some weight. I've got some goals. I gotta hit some big weight.
You gotta hit some big numbers.
Dude, I turn...
You pussyfooting around over there.
I think it's next Monday. I turn 38.
Dude, you like 2 years away from death.
Yeah. Might as well blow my back out.
Everything fucking goes downhill.
So I might as well get as strong as I can before then.
All them old man aches and pains are coming.
Oh, God, I feel those. I get up in the morning and stuff's cracking. I think that comes also from the drumming. My ankles and knees just crack every morning. Like the first 3 steps.
Dude, you're going to be taking ibuprofen every morning here shortly. No. Shit's going to be hurt.
I don't want that. I don't want that at all.
Just wait.
Just taking yoga. I'm going to be doing some yoga and some stretching.
That shit don't work.
Dudes, there's a couple of stretches.
Maybe stretching, but that fucking yoga shit.
Yeah,
I'm
going to do yoga with goats, man.
Yeah, that's...
No, but, dude, I want to... I've got some numbers in my head because I never thought I would lift 5 plates deadlift. Mm-hmm. I never thought I would squat 4 plates. And now that I've done those things, I had to like...
Now you want more.
Well, I had to stop for a second because it was
like a little crackhead. Get a little taste.
Yeah, well, so this is... and I've asked this question to people much stronger than me. Like, where do your goals go after that? Because in my head, I hit something that I never thought I was going to do, period. Mm-hmm. Much less like slowly move up to it in a safe manner, not just like blow my back out one day trying to hit a max. And now I'm lifting, more than those. Like, what's the next goal? So, yeah, well, I asked the guy, I was like, well, what did you do after you hit 5 plates? Like, what's the next line up in deadlifts that you...
5.5, bro.
Well, right now, I think if I do my numbers correct, I probably got like a 550, 545-ish roundabout deadlift. But I think, 6 plates is like 585, I want to say. So I guess my next goal is 585, hitting 6 plates. See, I think 5 plates for me, I used to look at that and be like, damn, that's in another threat. Like, that's in another... If you hit that, you're amongst the men. Mm-hmm. Well, now I'm there, and I'm looking around, and there's men.
You kind of one of the men.
Well, but now there's people where I'm starting to feel like a little kid again. I'm like, dude, the Joe Blow's over there with like 10 plates on there,
Smaller than you.
Yeah, dude. Oh,
just crushes your ego.
That fucking is annoying. That's annoying. I don't there's
see, none of that shit even bothers me.
There's some physics and biology shit that has been completely corrupted in this. If this was a simulation, for sure that's where I'm starting. There is little people out there with legs. I mean, I don't have huge ones, but half the size of mine, bro, that are deadlifting.
You seen below your knees yet?
Oh, well, that doesn't count. But people out there with like legs that half the size of mine and smaller than me, deadlifting 200-300 pounds more than me. Mm-hmm. What the fuck? It's unexplainable.
No, it's not. They're just stronger.
I guess 6 plates, maybe. Hopefully, I'm gonna put the gas pedal on this thing. Maybe I hit that before the new year.
Oh, we get you juiced up. How about that?
I can't do that. My mental health means but too much to me. I don't want to die in a fiery crash mentally.
It just heightens everything.
Dude, I had a guy telling me that. He's like, hey, man, when you going to get on that stuff? I got you. And I was like, no.
I got you?
Yeah. Oh, dude.
That's the dumbest fucking thing.
Well, I was like, dude, I can't be fucking with my hormones and shit. Like all that, all my levels and stuff. That's the last thing I need. So yeah, even if I wanted to, I can't. It's just not mentally.
Like everybody can.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like one of those things where like I can't. I'm not gonna fuck around with anything like that.
The thing about it is, if you're an asshole without it, you're gonna be a bigger asshole with it.
Yeah.
So
I'd like to
think about that and everything.
I'm a refined
whatever your personality and your demeanor and your
super friendly
everything. Yeah, you'd be fucking.
Yeah, see, I can't be taking that shit.
Whatever your demeanor is. Now, if you jack with your hormones, it's just going to heighten that.
I am a refined asshole. That's the best way to explain myself.
I
was an asshole. Now I've been barrel aged and I've been refined. So like it's in there, but I've learned how to harness it and control it.
I'm like a cheap wine asshole, just right out the fucking bottle.
I used to be such a dick, but now I've figured out like, hey man, years of just like calm the fuck down. Like, why is that bothering you? I've worked on. It's amazing what you could do with a little self-reflection.
You catch more flies with honey than you do with the
a fly
vinegar
swatter
or whatever the fuck they say.
Yeah, no, that is true.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you want to do? So I reviewed while you were gone a little bit of that beer, but let's see. You did one at the beginning, then you did one mid. Let's see what you get, and then we'll be out of here.
The smell is still
incredible. It's one of those ones where I always like to say that let's put a wick in it and make it as a candle, because that would be a great smell in the room.
I think I'm getting more of the marshmallows.
Let's see what I get.
Than I did before. Not so much a sweetness, more of a marshmallow.
Yeah.
You know, that's
good.
Coming through a little more.
Mm-hmm.
Or that could be them cocoa
on
nibs,
that back end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fucking great stout.
Look, Weathered Souls, we're your top marketing team right now, so go ahead and just send us a couple.
Yeah, just go ahead.
I got to make the drive out to San Antonio because they make some damn good beer. That's 2 for 2 here, right? This is our second Weathered Souls. Third? What was our first one? I mean, I had to have brought it. I've got a few more in the fridge that are really random that I should.
Oh, was it maybe I just Okay, this is the second one.
I've had like 5 or 6 of them, but man, this one stood out.
Mo Pastries Mo Problems. If y'all in San Antonio, y'all go grab it, guys.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Woo! Man.
Pump cover, motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh, I guess we're supposed to say God save the Queen now. Or no, the King. God save the King! Man, I liked always seeing that in the movies when they would be like, God save the King!